We are the champions. We are the champions. Ignore my bad singing. I am very excited. Canada won the Four Nations. Let's go. Connor McDavid. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm still so excited. This is Sunday and I'm recording this. It happened on Thursday. Welcome back to This Week in CanucksLand. Canada won the Four Nations. Close game. U.S. What a team. What a team that U.S. team is. Austin Matthews had an awesome game. Brady Tkachuk had a great game. They were missing Matthew Tkachuk for most of the game. Canada still won. Canada won. Our sport, our country, our sport. I don't want to get into the whole politics side of it, but it's our sport. It's our sport. I'm going to talk about the Finland game real quick because that finals, I could go on for hours about it. That Finland game was awesome until like the last minute. I did wake up a little late. I missed the first two goals. I ended up watching them on replay. It's good goals. Went up 4-0, which is awesome. Exactly what you want from the Canadian team is to go up 4-0. And then they did get 3 late. Mikael Granlund too. What a tournament he had. He had a really good tournament. I did talk a little, not bad about him. I just kind of pointed out the flaws in his game and thought Dallas maybe lost the trade and gave up too much. Yeah, he looks great. Hopefully he can play like that for Dallas. I like Dallas. They're one of my favorite teams to watch. Wow. I'm so excited. I'm still so excited about Canada winning. Canada winning the game against Finland. Good win. We clinched our spot in the finals. We needed it in regulation. And then the finals. Oh my. I was stressed for 48 hours. I think all of Canada, all of America were stressed out for 48 hours going into this game. Like, oh no, what's going to happen? And that was by far one of the best hockey games, and it lived up to the expectations. That was awesome. The pace was so fast, yet the room was really tight. You couldn't make plays. There was plays made, of course, but it was like a little amount of time and space to make the plays. Canada, yet again, they were showing that, they would make the passes and they'd miss them, or they'd only have the spot to throw them into a certain area, and that's not where the player was. USA was very they were really good at closing out the gaps, and Canada had to create them. That's exactly what they did on the first goal. Beautiful play by Harley and McKinnon. Harley moving in, McKinnon, and Harley takes Tkachuk away while McKinnon fires that shot home. That was awesome. Great way to start the game. I was so excited. Hell yeah. I'm not going to say exactly the words I was saying, but I was going like, yeah, instead of just the woo I do for the Canucks. And then later, Brady Tkachuk had a really good greasy goal if it wasn't Brady Tkachuk and Team USA and me being upset because the game's tied. And it was going kind of exactly how it went the first time around. Then, yeah, I would have been like, that was a really nice goal. If I was just watching this, if he scored that against Finland or Sweden, I'd be like, I like those kind of goals. That's how I played. I'd get to the net, just put pucks in. I didn't do it that good, though. But Tkachuk, really nice goal. Good setup from Matthews. It was just a great play. Like the entrance, the turnover, acquiring the puck, throwing it in front, because that's just where you got to put the pucks. Just put pucks on net, and good things will happen. And then later on, it was Jake Sanderson. It was a shot from Werenski. Rebound came up to Matthews. He tried to pass it to Brady Tkachuk, who was not wide open, but he was in front of the net. Could just go for the tap, and he was behind Binnington. It bounced out. Sanderson put it home anyway. And, yeah, 2-1. I was like, oh no, this is going to go exactly how that first game went. And I was getting scared and didn't know if Canada would be able to pull it off, if the same thing would happen. They get an empty netter, and then Mitch Marner was coming in and passed to Sam Bennett, and I perked up out of my seat. I think all three, me, my dad, my mom, we perked out of our seats. We're like, whoa, come on. And beautiful shot, beautiful pass, beautiful. I think it was just a puck that came out, just getting it as a three-man unit, getting in the zone, and then just a beautiful pass from Marner, and a beautiful shot by Sam Bennett. What a shot. That was awesome. And 2-2, went into the third. Binnington made awesome saves. Hellbuck made good saves. I remember Binnington saves more because, I was so stressed I barely remember the third period. I think from the third period to the 3 Binnington saves in overtime, I forget. I was so stressed. And then the game tied, went to overtime. Binnington made perhaps the 3 biggest saves of his career. I know he won a cup. You could say the saves he made with St. Louis winning the cup, probably the biggest in his career. But to do it for your country, the national pride is up there. So Binnington making those saves was clutch. The one on Matthews with the blocker was amazing. The one off the face-off, that got me excited. I didn't say hell, but hell yeah. And then the one on Kachuk, I was like, oh, game's over, and he made the save, and I was like, what? How? I was bamboozled. I know the American fans reacted the same way I did. How did you make that save? And then Braden Point, amazing play. He beats out the icing. Connor McDavid shoots it on goal off the face-off, rings around to Makar. He rings it around to Marner, who sneakily gets to that corner. Very slowly, you'll notice, he kind of just slowly moves into the corner, and he gets ready because he knows Makar's going to ring it, and it gets all the way around to him. Fox then comes out to take McDavid, leaving Marner wide open. Now Fox has to regroup and try to get there. Matthews sees his teammate with time and space, goes to cut off Marner because he knows what Marner can do at time and space. But Matthews doing that, Fox is not cutting to the middle to get McDavid. No communication there. One mistake. Marner passes to McDavid. McDavid roofs it. As soon as McDavid got in the slot, everyone in Canada up like that. Americans were like, no, roofs it. Canada wins. What a game. That was the best tournament we could have had for, instead of an All-Star game. That was way better than any All-Star game could have been. That tournament was awesome. That game was awesome. The 2 games, the one with the 3 fights in the round robin, that game, all the games were awesome. I watched Sweden, Finland, USA until the 3rd period, and Canada, Sweden, Canada, Finland. It's great games. But yeah, and then after that, we have the Canucks playing Vegas, and the change from going to watching the Four Nations to this kind of hockey, I did find myself going like, oh, this is not as good as hockey, but it's still the NHL. It's still the best hockey. It's just a little slower. And the Canucks did okay. I thought they had a good game. It's just that, you know what you need to do to win in this situation. I don't want to say, it's really hard to beat Vegas at home, especially this season. You need to know going into that game what you need to do to win. So the Canucks not doing that, I mean, they had I thought, I can't even say not doing that. They did what they needed to do, but they just couldn't get that last one to tie the game. And then there was just 2 unchecked players. Saad being unchecked off the end boards coming in front, and then Barbashev, no one being on Barbashev for the first goal. Really, it was just 2 mistakes for Vancouver, and just like the Four Nations, it's the mistakes that kill. And yeah, Calgary didn't play. We're now a game ahead on Calgary. They have a game in hand on us, and so they play tonight. That'll be their 56th game. We also play Utah tonight. I just uploaded on Monday. I'm recording this before the Utah game on Sunday. And yeah, Canucks need to win tonight. That's the bigger one. We could afford to lose to Vegas because it's Vegas, but we need to beat Utah tonight because Utah gets closer then as well. So that is it for this week in CanucksLand. I have 2 more videos coming up this week. Instead of doing all in one big video, I'm going to do 3 smaller videos. First topic is going to be Besser and what the Canucks can realistically do. Trying to look at the realistic options and seeing, if they need to trade him, if they want to re-sign him, what situation they need to be in, and what they need to get back. That one will premiere on Wednesday. And yeah, I'll let you know the topic on Friday at the end of Wednesday's video. That's been it for this week in CanucksLand. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later.